audience, it's not just a talk show, it is a Power Up the Community talk show. Hello everyone, I'm Sandy Spady. I'm the host of Power Up Talk Show. It's where we find inspiration through community, amazing people that make an impact in our community. I'm so excited today. We have a great session today. But first of all, before I introduce my amazing guest, Deion Bass, we are taking it over to you. What do you have specially for us?
Oh, well, today I have I call it the Omaha Lemon Drop, but there's a few special reasons why it's an Omaha Lemon Drop, and we'll get into that. So we're going to start out with a little bit, instead of using a simple syrup like the traditional lemon drop martinis use, I use a lavender syrup. So we're going to go ahead and start with that. Yum. And then as for our traditional ingredients, limoncello is always a must if you're going to do a lemon drop. It's a gotta have.
I love lemon drops. Is there any songs that go with that, Deion?
Lemon drop?
Falling on my head?
No, but I'll make one up. I will absolutely make one up.
Love
Lemon
that.
drop it like it's hot.
Nice.
All right, and then how can you have a lemon drop without lemon juice? I fresh squeeze lemon juice every morning, so a little fresh squeezed lemon juice. Now, what makes this Omaha? Brickway whiskey. I'm sorry, not Brickway whiskey, but Brickway vodka. Now, this is made right on, 13th, I believe, in between 11th and 13th in Jackson Street, right here in good old Omaha. And then what's a show without a good dance, right?
Good shake.
Nice, shake it up.
And last but not least, before we serve this guy, we're just gonna shake and strain it. Now, I double strain this cocktail so that no ice chips end up coming out and into the cocktail, so it doesn't suffer from any extra dilution that shouldn't be there. As with all things, being deliberate is like, I think it's one of my, it's in my top 5, deliberate.
Nice.
And there we have it, our Omaha Lemon Drops. Thanks, ladies.
Thanks, Deion.
See you again soon.
All righty. All righty. I am so excited. First of all, we're going to cheer to this amazing lady. I am so excited today for my guest, Beth Pfeifer. Wow. She has been in my life since I moved to Omaha 5 years ago, and she has just inspired me. Not only is she a wife, a mother, but a new grandmother. She's also an inspiration to so many women. She's the director of Mary Kay Cosmetics, and we're toasting again for Mary Kay Cosmetics. You know why, Mary Beth? I am a consultant, and 3 times in my lifetime with Mary Kay Consulting. I love it. It's the amazing confidence they share with you never goes away. Alrighty, Mary Beth.
Okay.
I'm excited to hear about everything. Not only does Mary Beth empower women, she also was on the Women with Voices board. And being able to work with her so closely and see how she impacts other women, I'm excited to share your journey. Share the journey of Mary Kay director, your pink Cadillac, your greatness. Share it all, Mary Beth.
Share it all.
Yes.
I always joke that I've been doing Mary Kay for 100 years. But I started in the early 80s, and back in the 80s, it was really a different environment for women. I think I was part of the first generation that came out of working moms. And so suddenly women were no longer communicating with each other. Women were no longer lifting each other. In fact, it almost became a petty atmosphere within women. And so when I was introduced to Mary Kay, it was a vehicle to really reach and build women.
I love that you reach women, especially you said in a time that women really didn't have that opportunity.
Correct.
Tell me, how did you reach them? How did you go about it?
I really thought I was going to do it through law. That's what
Yeah.
I thought my passion was, and really only started this business just so I could get back into school and wrap that up and change the working environment for
Yes.
women. But I found that when women really feel good about themselves, that it enters inside and we become good in all aspects of our lives. So I basically used cosmetics as a vehicle to reach and build women, build their self-esteems.
I love that because one of the first things I was taught with Mary Kay is that you should always wear mascara and lipstick. And you know what? It matters because it's that little things that you do for women that helps us build our confidence and make you feel better. Tell me, being in the industry with Mary Kay all these centuries,
Yes.
it's accomplishment, all right? All right. While working in the beauty industry, what lessons have you learned about self-confidence that you share with your team? Because not only are you a consultant, but you are a director, and that takes leadership. Share some leadership skills with the audience that has helped you be successful in where you are today.
Okay. The first thing that I really believe in is that you need to wake up and make up. You need to get yourself together. I think we were really hurt through COVID and through that period of time when we stopped caring for ourselves. And we kept saying, well, we don't need to do that because I'm just at home. And that tells us inside, that tells your subconscious that you aren't worth it. You aren't worth becoming and putting your best foot forward. And so when we wake up and make up, and get ourselves together, oh yeah, allergies, get ourselves together, then we become more effective in all areas of our life. I think that it's always interesting that we can not get anything done. We can be home, we have a day off, and we get nothing done. But the minute we get dressed, we put our makeup on, we can achieve anything.
And I love that you say that because myself, my entire life has been people in sales. And unless I got ready for the day and put on my lipstick and my mascara, I did not feel like hitting those streets, picking up the phone. So makeup may seem vain, but it's really just a platform to help us build our confidence and be ready for the day. I love that.
I remember when my youngest son, he was probably about 6, and one of his friends came over, and he came into my office and he said, "You always wear that stuff on your lips." And I said, "Yes." And he said, "And you're always happy." And I said, "Oh, well, thank you." And he said, "I need some for Christmas for my mom."
I love that. All right. Anyone that has kids that want a booster for their parents or especially their mother, let's get some lipstick. Now, coming on a different side note, just being a director, being a leader for so many years, I'm sure you've heard a lot of amazing stories. Can you share with me a story that has really touched your heart, that has made an impact on you?
One of my mentors, her name was Marla Skillings. When I met her, beautiful. She was in TV. She was a model. You would have never known her backstory. Her backstory was she basically grew up on the streets of Minneapolis. Her mother left her. Her parents were not in her life at a very young age. And she had to learn very quickly how to communicate with people. And she taught me that you should always love the one that you're with. So whoever you're with at that particular moment, you need to focus 100% on that person and their needs and what's important to them. And if you love that person that you're with, you will always make them feel important.
I love that. It's kind of like the same thing about being in the moment, right? Be in the moment, be appreciative of who's in front of you, and appreciative to yourself to take that time to be in the moment. I love that. Thank you for sharing that. As another, advice, right, as a leader, there's so many young entrepreneurs, which I love entrepreneurs because they just do it, right? They just inspire us
Exactly.
just to do it. With so many entrepreneurs out there in the world, what is it that you can give them advice for? Because Mary Kay is your own business. It's starting your own business. What advice can you give to these young entrepreneur women?
Well, I think it's really important to listen to your stories because we sometimes tell ourselves stories in our subconscious and we stop ourselves from moving forward. So when we get stuck, which we all get stuck, life is cyclical. We have our high times and we have the times that we struggle. it's really important to listen to what we're saying to ourselves and then ask ourselves if that serves us. And what emotions are we tying to that? Once we understand that, once we understand the emotion that we're tying to that story, it opens it up and it frees us to achieve anything that we want to achieve.
Wow. Being the founder of Women with Voices is all about stories. And actually, Mary Beth was one of our speakers for our events for speaking. And you're right, the power of stories, really, you share the world who you are and your accomplishments. When you were the speaker with Women with Voices, it was so impact to see the range of different women that we have in our group. What was it that you really wanted to, when you speak to a group of women, what's the one thing that you want them leaving that event with?
Oh, wow. Wow. I really want women to know that you can be you and achieve anything that you desire. And that when you have that dream in your heart, God has given you all the tools to make it happen. And so stop listening to all the voices and everything that's happening, and just know that you have the tools. You have everything it takes to make it happen.
I love that, because noise, the world, right, is full of noise, but it's the noise that we have to tell ourselves, right? And then we talk to ourselves. I love to bring up superpower strengths, right? Because we all have them. It's embracing our weakness and really focusing. Once you embrace your weakness and focus on your strength. Share with the audience, what is your superpower strength? I know she has many, but just give me a couple.
What is my superpower strength? I really think it's an ability, well, I will tell you that the one that I've worked on to become, to really build. When I met Mary Kay Ash, again, 100 years ago, when I met her, I sat down in front of her and I felt that she could see to my soul. And she could look at you and see your dreams and your hopes. And she could just, through her spirit, relay that power to you, that empowerment as a woman. And I've really worked hard to do that. I've worked hard to stay in the moment, to be able to build that woman and to be able to really give her that hope. So I think that that is my superpower.
Yeah, I think it is too. Now, coming to your superpower strength, and you said hope. If you today, many decades, you've been motivating women, it's not always easy. So tell me, who helps you when you're having those bad days that you need motivation? Who helps you motivate? Or what do you do to help motivate yourself when you don't feel like hitting, those events and hitting the leadership, training that you do?
Yes. Well, I go within.
Yeah.
I really do go within. My faith is really where I get my strength. It really empowers me. But being in a group with lots of powerful women, it is always great to be able to go to another woman and hear her journey and hear her story, and then that lifts me up too. But usually it's within.
I love that. Now, I know you have a training facility, an office that you have a lot of training. Tell me, what is it when you have new consultants come on to Mary Kay? What's the things, or when you go out to recruit, right, because you're a natural recruiter, what is it that you look for in these ladies that you feel like, I want to take her in, I want to motivate her, and I want to train her to be the best that she can be?
I look for happy people that are dissatisfied.
Yeah. Nice.
Because happiness is always a choice.
Yes.
We can always see the bright side, or we can focus on the negative, because there is the bright side and the negative in absolutely everything. And so I really gravitate towards women that are happy, but maybe they're dissatisfied. They're looking for a way to make changes in their life. They're looking for maybe balance, balance. You know what? I think balance is something we always focus on. Harmony. That's the best way to put. Because as women, we're juggling so many things. It's got to be a little bit more of harmony. But looking for that harmony in their life, a way to achieve and become, but still have that joy in their heart.
I love that. If anyone knows me and knows Mary Beth, we like joy. Joy makes the world go around, right? There's a song for that.
That's right.
Now, going back to the products of Mary Kay, as I said, I love many products, but my standby go-to still to this day, I don't even know the name of it. What's the name of it, Mary Beth?
Extra emollient night cream.
Oh, yeah. It's nice and thick. It's pink. It smells good. It's like Vaseline on your face. But guess what, ladies and gentlemen? I don't go to bed without it. Tell me, of all the products of Mary Kay, what's your favorite go-to product?
First of all, we just hit 60 years in Mary Kay, and that is the only product in our line that has been in our line the entire 60 years.
Yes, yes. I can pick them, ladies and gentlemen. Yes.
What do I think? I love the fact that skincare has changed so much in the 40 years that I've been introduced. Or been in the industry. We used to only be able to work with the surface of the skin, and now we're entering through the epidermis down into the dermis. And so being able to offer dermacosmetics at a reasonable price point and over the counter, has been a thrill.
Wow, that's exciting. I love that. When you go out and you're shopping at the grocery store, going to Walmart, I feel like that you're never off looking for those joyful women. Is there anything, like a fun story that you can share that you just were somewhere at some time and you're like, she's my girl, I need to go approach her? Is there any one you can think of? I'm sure there's many, because she's a recruiter, a natural born leader.
Well, yes, but I think that the stories that are the funniest is when I'll walk out the door and have somebody standing at my car waiting for me and said, I saw you in the store, I knew it was you. Or having people approach you that just say, you've got to be in Mary Kay. I think that is probably the most fun when that happens.
I love that. Now, coming to that, because she drives a pink Cadillac, correct? Pink Cadillac. I love that. Do you know the story behind the pink Cadillac?
Yes, actually, I do. Mary Kay took a Cadillac or a compact to another dealership, and as a woman in the 60s, they said that and wanted a car painted that color. And the dealership said, bring back your husband. Well, that did not fly with Mary Kay Ash.
No.
And so, and she wasn't even married at the time. And so she walked off and she went into the Cadillac dealership and she said, I want a Cadillac painted that color. And they did. And it just became a huge thing in the industry and we all wanted it. Well, not me back then because I wasn't around back then, but yes, then it just became synonymous with Mary Kay, the pink Cadillac.
I love that. I love that. I love that it stands out. And that made me think of that when you said you could be in the parking lot and someone's standing by your car. They just have to look for the pink Cadillac. I love that. I love that. Alrighty. So tell me just one more thing about on how people can get a hold of you, how you what is it that I can share with the audience about Mary Beth, about how we can reach you? What is it that you have up your sleeve? What's going on with events? Anything you want to share with the audience today? Let's do it.
Well, I always, I'm ready for an event anytime. And I really believe that a woman needs to sit down and find her style. And I love to do that on a personal basis, on a one-on-one basis. I love to do that in a group basis. So you can schedule me anytime that you want. You can find me on social media, Mary Beth Pfeifer. You can Google me. I'm just about anywhere.
I love that. I love that. Alrighty, just one more question. You're in 6th grade. You're looking in the mirror. Knowing what you know with all these years of experience, what's the one thing you would tell that 6th grader right today?
That you're beautiful, to stay true to yourself, to know that whatever is happening in the moment, this will pass. No matter what it is, whether it's joy, whether it's sorrow, whether it's hurt, whether it's a thrill, whatever is happening in the moment, this will pass. So you need to stay true to you through all of it.
I love that. Thank you, Mary Beth. It's been a pleasure.
Yes.
I love it.
It was great fun.
So great. Alrighty, women, go out and challenge yourselves. Go out and put that lipstick on, put that mascara on, and see how you feel. Remember, it's up to you to make yourself feel good. So feel good, right? Feel good. I'm Sandy Spady. I'm your host with Power Up Talk Show, and I'm here to empower the world, especially women. Go make it a great day. Be the change that makes the difference.